And good morning, everybody. I am 10 Tampa Bay meteorologist Rich Fields here in the 10 newsroom on this Sunday morning. Beautiful weather here in the Tampa Bay area. Wow, just a 180 degree difference in the looks between what we have here on our coastline and what the folks down to our south have. But at least they're also getting a break weather-wise, getting a chance to get out there and clean up, assess what's going on, get crews in there. That causeway on Sanibel Island, seeing those pictures, just incredible. It would be like the Memorial Causeway on Clearwater Beach being wiped out and Clearwater Beach being an island. And it could have been. This could have been here. As a matter of fact, there was one time in the forecast where it was going to be here, Ian. It moved from the Nature Coast up to our north, down to crossing over Pinellas County, down to crossing through the Tampa Bay proper area, through the Skyway in Tampa Bay, and then we wake up and the next morning it's forecast to go to our south. So it could have been us, and it may very well be next time. But let's go through some of today's particulars with regard to the forecast. I know a lot of people want to get out of the house, do some boating, so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the Sky 10 network. Look at the beautiful live shots, 6 beautiful live shots in and around the Tampa Bay area. Not a cloud in the sky. A little bit offshore at Clearwater Beach, but they're way out there and they're far to our north. Nothing that's going to affect us today. We have zero chance of seeing rain today. There's the shot from the Wyndham Grand Clearwater Beach Hotel. It's a little fuzzy because we've got some salt dried on the lens, and that's making the lens a little fuzzy, so it's going to take a rain shower for somebody to get up there and clean that thing off. Maybe when I go home I'll try climbing up there. Clean it off. There's the shot looking south along St. Pete Beach from the Bellwether Beach Resort camera. Going to be packed today. Nobody out there now, but boy, give it 3-4 hours. You can barely find a place to stand out there. Shot from the Mahaffey Theater looking out over Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg. That's the Albert Woodard Airport right there, the control tower and the airport hangars to the right. And the shot from downtown, the Visit Tampa Bay camera also has a lot of salt spray on the lens as well, kind of occluding it, making it look like it's fog, but it's not. 75 degrees right now downtown, feels like 75. Dew points in the 60s. In the 60s, and come later this work week, we're going to see dew points in the 50s. Yeah, crazy. Really dry air coming our way. All right, there's the satellite and radar. Other than some spotty shower and thunderstorm activity between West Palm and Freeport in the Bahamas, Miami-Dade and the Bahamas, other than that little activity, there is nothing going on. Certainly in the state of Florida, certainly in our particular neck of the woods up here in the Tampa Bay area. There's the live radar. Nothing there. A little bit of ground clutter there from the Ruskin site. Here's the high-resolution futurecast. I'm going to page through it here so you can see what's going on. Do I have this? Have any pauses in here? I think it's just going to run straight through today. Nothing. A little bit of cloud cover. Monday, offshore, maybe a little shower. Monday, a little something blows through, but that may not even be shower activity at best. I mean, that's all it's going to be. Certainly no thunderstorms. But it looks like between 5 and 6 p.m. on Monday. Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands might see something. Northern Polk County might see something, but really not a whole lot to write home there about on the futurecast. So we don't expect rain for quite some time. There's the rip current potential. Certainly nothing here on the Gulf Coast, and even the Atlantic coast was high yesterday. Rip current potential today down to moderate, as Ian continues to exit out over the New England states today. There's the overall beach forecast for today. Hoping to top out in the low 80s today with lots of sunshine along Pinellas County beaches. It's going to be beautiful. Let's take a look at some of the individual beach forecasts for you. Venice coming in at 83 today. By the way, if you're we're on both Facebook and YouTube right now, both channels of ours here at 10 Tampa Bay. You can connect directly with me on the Facebook page. Matter of fact, let me go to it real quick here while I have a second. And if you have any questions for me, by all means chime in. Love to hear them. I'll try to answer them if we can. And when you do chime in, let me know where you're at. city, state, so on and so forth. I don't see. Bree, are we streaming me or are we on something else? Okay, I just don't see it, but that's okay. Okay, great. Let's start with Venice Beach, 83 for the daytime high today. Water temperature at about 80. Why did we go from 90-degree Gulf water temperatures, 89-degree Gulf temperatures, down to 80? Upwelling. Upwelling. So the colder water from the depths has moved up to the surface and has affected surface temperatures. Ian really mixed things up, not only in the atmosphere, but in the Gulf as well. Just churned up the waters and brought up some of the colder water. And that's why certainly coastal communities are seeing much cooler temperatures as well. Dry air, evaporative cooling of Ian, dry air on the backside of Ian, and the upwelling of cooler temperatures in the Gulf, all keeping us on the cool side right now. So let's continue to move on here. Venice Beach, did I mention this? 83. UV index at a 9. All of our winds today are going to be out of the northwest at about 13 miles an hour. And she's hung up on me. I hate it when graphics hang up. That's okay. Let me move this manually. So we did Venice. Let's do Siesta Key, 84 for the daytime high today. Water temperature at about 80 degrees still. Winds out of northwest about 13 miles an hour. A little further to the north. St. Pete Beach, 83 for the high today. Much of the same along the coast for just about everybody. And a little further north, let's go up to Clearwater Beach. Probably the most beautiful beach in the world. 81 for the daytime high today. Water temperature at about 77 off Clearwater Beach. And the UV index at about a 9 or more. Forecast wind speeds, everything coming out of the north and west today. That's our flow. A little wraparound circulation from Ian, changing up the winds for us, so we're getting a northerly component to the winds. Winds are coming out of the north. That's going to keep us on the cool side as well. Marine forecast, here you go for boaters. Going to be beautiful out on the water today. Northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet, starting out at about a foot, going up to about 2 feet later today. Baying in the waters at a light chop. And Pass a Grill, tides, here we go. Today, you got a low tide coming up at 1:18 p.m. at Pass a Grill. It's John's Pass, low tide coming up at 12:44 this afternoon. High tides were all real early this morning. Let's see, where are we? She's not advancing, so I'm just going to click on it and do it manually. Clearwater Beach. Got a low tide coming up at 11:51 this morning. And Crystal River, a high tide. We are just started a high tide, 9:27 for a high tide. All right, let's take a look at the overall 7-day forecast. That's the wrong panel. I had that wrong panel up yesterday. Hang on a second, don't go away on me. I'll tell you what, my brain still hasn't connected from the storm coverage. We did 3 days, 12-hour shifts. What was it, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'll tell you what, the fatigue has set in. I did get 1 day to relax. Oh, I know you're probably interested in this if you're a local. Bucks game tonight, Raymond James Stadium. Kickoff will be at 8:20 p.m. It's going to feel like fall football weather, 76 degrees for kickoff on that Bucks game. Clear skies, going to be very nice. Okay, here's a 7-day forecast, mostly sunny today. Very low, I won't say low humidity, but I will say very dry because of the dew points, very low dew points. 86 for the daytime high today. Tomorrow as we start the work week, sending the kids off to school, 85 for the daytime high tomorrow with lots of sunshine. And we're going to stay in the mid-80s right on through the next 7 days and very little chances of rain coming our way the next couple of days. So that will do it as far as the forecast is concerned. Let me take a look at some of the folks chiming in on our Facebook page here and see what's going on real quick. because if you do have any questions, I want to be able to answer them. And again, let me know what city you're in. Oh yeah, okay. A lot of people, oh my goodness. A lot of folks joining us. Comments, let's see. Anything in the tropics today? Tim Alexander. Yeah, Tim, as a matter of fact, we do. We've got 2 systems we're watching. One is brand new. So not much information on it, but it's popping up right about where Ian popped up. Same latitude, I should say. And more of the central Atlantic. But hang on a second. Let me change pages here and show you some Ian stuffs. Ian is still wreaking havoc up north. There's where Ian's located right now, still dropping rainfall for about 5-6 states. Let me go full screen with this. We'll continue to do so through the weekend and on into Monday. Cold front wrapping down and around Ian, heading south right along the east coast, and it stretches all the way down to Florida, as a matter of fact. It's sparking flood concerns for New Jersey, Delaware, D.C., Virginia. They've got coastal flood warnings posted till tomorrow night at 8. And then look at this, because Ian is really mixing up the atmosphere. Freeze and frost advisories being posted for portions of the New England states. Let me see if I can get some info on these real quick. Let me query some of these here. The dark purple should be freeze warnings in dark purple. Let me move that up and out of the way. We also have frost advisories being posted. More freeze warnings there. The blue is frost advisories. Again, for about 5-6 states through the New England states. That's how cold the air mass is on the north side of Ian. And Ian's not the only storm that we continue to watch, and this goes to the question that I just got on Facebook. The disturbance that we've been watching out in the Atlantic now has a 70% chance of development in the next 5 days, 20% chance of developing in the next 2 days, but a good chance of this developing into something tropical, tropical depression, tropical storm. But it appears that from everything we're getting from the Hurricane Center in Miami, this storm will continue to move up to the north and west and then take a hard turn to the north and east, much like we did with previous storms previous to Ian this year. There is a new disturbance right there, a new tropical wave popping up right in that area right there, which has a 20% chance of developing in the next 5 days. So we're certainly going to keep an eye on that. Both of these are at the same latitude that Ian formed and eventually moved into the Caribbean, Western Caribbean, and then the Gulf of Mexico, then the Atlantic. 4 landfalls for Ian. Crazy, crazy, crazy storm. 4 different landfalls. One of the most powerful storms to hit Florida. So there you go. Let's see. I do want to make sure I check on everybody's questions just to. A lot of people watching. Bob Taylor, Kim Simmons, Melissa Walters, Lori Kishel, thank you so much. Erica Clark, Alan Lawrence, golly, there's literally hundreds of people tuning in. We do the Beach and Boating Report every Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 a.m. And then we do a full forecast Monday through Fridays, at least I do, at 11 a.m. right here on Facebook and YouTube as well. So be sure to like us, subscribe to us, and you'll always get a pop-up on your phone when I go live, or when anybody goes live. Any breaking news, anything that happens here at 10 Tampa Bay, you'll get a notice on your phone that we're live for some reason, and it's usually for a good reason. So we thank you so much for tuning in. The next time you will see us, is there a 6 o'clock tonight? Online, right?
I don't know about today.
Yeah, CBS has NFL, so if there's a 6 o'clock, it'll be online or on Roku. I know the 11 o'clock will definitely be live. And until then, I will see you next time on TV.